It started recording by itself. So, okay, cool. Let's do this.
So, okay, introductions, because now we will do proper takes.
Okay. Okay. So,
to your satisfaction now. It's cut.
No, it looked like it was not fallout.
yeah, it's on in. Okay, so we're gonna start. Guys, are terrible.
I'm Kiki.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Mel. Welcome to Cafe Conversations.
There we go.
I'm the one
I
that's
was
starting.
just trying to think to myself, what am I gonna do with my face?
I was watching it. I don't think
So
I'm
the
allowed
whole
to post it
idea-
on YouTube.
Hey?
I don't think I'm allowed to post it on YouTube.
Maybe you should see the nipples.
Okay, so take two. The whole idea is that we're three friends getting together, we all have different book interests, and obviously with the fact that it's a book cafe, we wanted to get together and see if we could find some books that all of us
So
enjoyed.
now, how far did you get with Dominique Wolf's Rock Bottom?
I can tell you exactly what page.
Both of us sitting going, okay. Oh, just to put this out there, what we are going to be doing is discussing Rock Bottom from Dominique
I'm on
Wolf.
page 86.
86 out of?
400 and something.
Not bad.
I am on chapter
You're like 20% there.
11.
Okay, cool.
And there are 57.
It's not half bad. Well done.
Not including the epilogue. And the afterword and the acknowledgements.
Oh, okay,
And the
cool.
acknowledgements, which you have to
That's
read.
fine.
Yeah, sorry, Dom. Taking my time.
Okay. So, for everyone who doesn't know, this is Dominique's book, Rock Bottom. There we go. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, no, completely in front of me, thanks.
You're in the middle. And this book goes to you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So, the backstory is that Kristen hasn't read any of this. Okay, so you've read partial, I read full, and I was thinking we could kind of just have a discussion about this without trying to give away spoilers.
Please.
Yeah.
About to start at the beginning.
Yeah, go for it. That's fine. I don't know if I remember the beginning, but let's do
Well,
that.
that's the whole...
Apartment flooded.
Oh, you're
Yeah!
right. No, you're right. You're right. You're gonna read it now anyway, so read it.
And that's also where you understand the name.
Okay, so Rock Bottom, book 1 of the De Silva siblings duology by Dominique Wolf. I'm not reading the playlist, but for anyone that's interested, I'm sure it would end up being on Spotify, maybe. I don't know.
Really cool.
But there is an official playlist featuring quite a few songs. The author's note. This novel contains sensitive content that may be distressing or triggering for some readers. Reader discretion is advised. I would prefer for you to go in blind, but if you'd like a detailed list, please visit https // thank you, beacons.ai / Dominique Wolf.
Got it.
Thank you. To anyone that has ever asked the universe,
What
what
the?
the
That
fuck is wrong with
Trainer
you?
made us funny.
So then let's see. Okay, Nikita.
It also made Nikita pretty funny, so we've got that in common with our girl.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just, it's fit to be another mimosas.
Okay, it can't get any worse than this, right? I refuse to believe that it is possible for it to get any worse than this. As I stare down at my nice soaked seekers, I feel water seeping through my shoes, soaking my cotton socks and making my toes curl, and not in the way that would suggest you were enjoying a particular activity, but in a way that made you shudder from the inside out. I stood in the hallway, pushing the door of my apartment further open, revealing the deep layer of water that had taken up residence across my floor, as far as the eye can see. My apartment is flooded. Taking a deep breath in, my eyes fall shut as I beg the universe to send me some kind of explanation for these tests being dealt to me. I was barely handling the fact that the airline I worked for had to let me go due to budget cuts. And now I arrive back home to my apartment filled with water, and it smells flippin' awful. The smell of dampness in the air permeates my senses. My stomach drops as I think about the water damage I'm going to have to deal with. How in the world is any of my furniture surviving this? Okay. So, apartment flats.
Apartment flats.
Apartment flats.
And she doesn't have a job.
So she's unemployed.
So she's unemployed.
And I'm assuming landlord is going to be a guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Landlord's a guy.
And
he's an asshole.
pretty sleazy, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not great. We don't like the landlord. He's refusing to take
Accountability for the water damage and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And he's probably charging a pretty fortune.
No, they have. They don't. He doesn't charge, but he doesn't offer to replace.
So he's stingy.
Yes. I can't remember if there's
South African landlord.
Or Greek.
No.
Well, it sits in Portugal.
I was going to say
the
Portuguese.
Actually, no, the apartment is in New York.
Is it?
No.
I don't know if that's been
Her
said.
brother is in New York.
Yeah, her brother is in New York.
I have a huge crush on the brother. Just by the way.
Okay, so let's carry on reading like the parts that we actually know and stuffs. How in the world is any of my furniture surviving this? I lean forward to peek my head inside. Oh, Nikita, thank goodness you're back. Hector, my overzealous theatre-loving neighbour, exhales. Your apartment. He pauses, thinking how to break the bad news to me.
She
As if
doesn't
it
know,
was not
obviously.
blatantly obvious. What?
No, she doesn't know, obviously.
Obvious,
Her
no.
feet are wet because...
Her feet are wet.
Her feet are wet. It
Yeah,
happens.
It does. Yes, exactly. In the apartment.
Yeah.
I made more when she was walking out, like into the apartment.
It was raining in the apartment.
The lady's so cute.
The Wi-Fi was bad.
No connection.
My word. It's flooded. It is. My eyes widen to accompany my sarcastic response. Where? Sarcasm. I ignore his question. What happened, Hector? Another burst pipe in the building, his hands gesticulating frantically. The only way Hector can speak, as if his hands are moving. Our entire floor has been affected. Upon hearing a commotion coming from one of the lower levels of the apartment building, I turn away over the banister of the stairs before letting out a sigh of relief. Oh, that'll be Curtis. He's evacuating everyone on our floor. He's what? The last time I saw our landlord, Curtis, was when I first moved in almost a year ago. I was desperate to find somewhere to live after my boyfriend at the time, Duncan, pulled the plug on our relationship and forced me out of my new job at Altitude Express Airlines. So I wasn't in a position to question this place when I found it. It would do. I remember thinking that, and since I've never spent more than 3 consecutive days in the apartment over the last 12 months or so, I didn't realize how bad things have gotten. So she's a busy lady.
Yeah, she worked for the airline, so like obviously...
Always travelling, always in the air.
She was an air hostess.
Yeah, she was just storing her furniture in an
And a
apartment.
place. Okay, cool. This isn't the first pipe to burst, but it is the first on the floor that I live in.
Oh.
Wonderful. Hector glances back at me with a dumbfounded expression. We can't stay here, honey. Just think about the mold mutating in these walls. When did this happen? As I ask, my heart is beating erratically in my chest. The claustrophobic feeling of my anxiety skyrockets. This morning. Thank goodness you didn't go through what Lana had to. He uses his head to gesture to the door at the end of the hallway where my older French neighbor Lana lives. I heard that water burst through her ceiling while she was asleep. His eyes begin to widen as he relays the story. Can you imagine? There you are, sleeping peacefully, and then suddenly, swoosh, water everywhere. What if you were busy making love? That's not the kind of wet you want to be.
Wait a minute, up though.
I sent, when I got to that part, I sent her a photo of me going, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
No pun.
Intended.
There's a pun intended.
Very much so. With Hector rambling on about all the worst possible scenarios when being flooded, I tune out to what he is saying and turn back to my apartment, trying to rack my brain on how I'm going to keep it together. Thing is, it's relatable as well. Very much so. A moment later, I'm sitting outside my apartment building, realizing that I'm doing a horrendous job at it. I'm noticing I'm not even sure how I got here in the first place. The curb that I'm sitting on gives me the perfect view to stare at the commotion at the entrance as people make their way in and out of the building. I need a game plan. That's who I am. A doer, a go-getter, a glass half full kind of girl. Not in a Susie Sunshine kind of way, but in a get up, it ain't that deep kind of way instead. But right now, I'm down in the metaphorical dumps. Emotion tightens around my throat as the helplessness weighs down in my stomach. I have two options. Sit and cry on the curb, or get up and find somewhere to stay tonight. I have never been more thankful to live in the same city as my older brother than right now. There was a time where I couldn't be further from him and my family, but when he told me that he was moving to San Francisco 4 months ago, I was thrilled to have him close by again. Grabbing my phone, I dialed Yahoo's number and tested against my ear. Leaning my elbow on my knee and dropping my head, I tried to take a deep breath in, begging my brother. I was about to ask when I finished the sentence. Yeah, how do I pronounce it? No, I was about to. Yeah, Chow. Like Chow. C or
what?
The name.
We had a guy. Okay, to be fair,
I was pronouncing it as Jay because that's
J.
his nickname further.
Oh, there you go. So let's do it as Jay.
No, because we had a in school.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Yao. No, I lost
That one that you said no. Yeah, the one you said no. Okay, cool. But we'll say Jay if we're happy with that.
Feels wrong saying that out loud. But anyway, Jay.
Okay.
So I kind of have a crush on Jay.
Okay.
I don't blame you. He's a bloody sweetheart, but you can see he's got that side of him. Like don't.
Yeah, well, he's French. Yeah, he's French. So.
No, Portuguese.
But it says older French brother.
What?
Yes.
We read this.
So did I. Right now.
God, I did. I know she's Portuguese.
It's the De Silva siblings. My older brother.
Where the heck? No, I did see French. I swear to you, I saw French. Oh man, the French neighbor.
Oh. Yeah, they're Portuguese.
Okay, Portuguese, Jay.
Yeah.
Okay. Leaning my elbow on my knee and dropping my head, I tried to take a deep breath in, begging my brother to answer the damn phone. Kita, Jay. I know, I have your number saved.
Please give me strings.
I just like that. Please give me
I love it.
Bro.
I love it.
Not in the mood.
Yeah.
Not today. Do you mind?
Just not today. Before I can berate him, he continues. You never call me. What's wrong? I can hear the concern in his voice, along with the chorus of voices in the background of wherever he is. Can I come to you? I've had a really, really crappy day, and my apartment is Mana espera, he shouts in Portuguese, omitting the E as he switches languages. I can hardly hear you. I pull the phone from my ear and rest it against my chest, closing my eyes and opening my mouth to let out a silent scream, not wanting to frighten my brother or an innocent passerby, but needed to get rid of the frustration inside of me. Taking a deep breath in and bringing the phone back to my ear, I hear my brother call my name. What happened? He asks. My apartment is flooded. Foracer?
Okay, so we're also learning Portuguese.
Yes.
This is like a language kind of book session.
Who needs Duolingo?
There you go, Duolingo. Thank you. Now I know how to say it properly. Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Sem foracer. I laugh, but there is no humor in it. I also got let go, so there's that too. Let go of what? My job, you dumbass.
My insanity.
I never had that to begin with.
Neither did I.
What's that?
No. We didn't have sanity to begin with.
Yes.
We have plenty insanity to begin with.
Yes.
Fair point, actually. I never had sanity.
Yep.
No.
Sanitary, sanitize, all of it.
Is it tasty? Kita mi adora. I'm so sorry. What can I do to help? That's my brother for you. J. Ignacio Ribeira de Silva will do anything for the people he loves. Whenever I've needed him, he is always there, no matter what. He's the one person I can rely on for anything, and right now, I need him.
Man, imagine if I had a brother like that.
Imagine if we had family members.
Maybe that's why I have a crush on him. Maybe I've got brother issues.
I don't know if that was a category, but
Oh, there's
It is now.
father issues, there's mother issues, probably family issues, brother issues, self issues.
everyone's got self issues.
Just them issues.
I've got all them issues.
Exactly. Exactly. Can you
It's just like I can't.
how water damage can be? Do you remember when my brother's laughter stops me mid-sentence? You need to learn to breathe between your sentences. His voice is now muffled as he says something to whoever he was with. Stay where you are. I'm downtown, so I'll be there soon. My eyes swell with tears, the warmth of them stinging my cheeks. Catches me off guard. This isn't something I do very often. I can count how many times I've cried in the last year on both hands. So it is safe to say that the fact that I'm on the brink of tears makes me even more anxious than I already am. I'm blind, okay? Normally I'd
You've
have
been doing so well.
I'd have the book here. Sure. Wow, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thanks, Mano. I managed to get out smoothly. We say our goodbyes, and a small part of me, a minuscule part, feels better. When I arrived back home after my 16-hour flight from Dubai, I planned to soak in a hot bubble bath with my favorite vanilla bath salts. My feet were aching.
Sounds good.
Right? And some nice music playing in the background.
Right?
Yeah.
And then a little something on the side. Yeah, on the side. Sounds about right.
Make a quick stop at Three Little Birds,
You know,
grab a coffee, go bath.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, exactly. When I arrived back home after my 16-hour flight from Dubai, I had planned to soak in a hot bubble bath with my favorite vanilla bath salts. My feet were aching. I smelled of sweat and I had been carrying around a deep disappointment in the pit of my stomach ever since I was told that there would be no contract extension for me. It doesn't matter how long you work for a company or how dedicated you may be to your job, there is always the possibility that in the blink of an eye, poof, you're out.
I know,
Inhaling...
right? Damn it, man. The struggle's real, Nikita. I feel you so damn bad.
This is true. This is true.
4
Very
years,
true.
yeah, it means nothing.
No.
And I'll say this. Fuckle. Fuckle. Poof you out. Inhaling a deep breath, allowing for the petrichor to fill my senses, I do my best to try and calm my heart rate. But it is when I feel a drop of water fall from the sky, I can feel the invisible string that is holding me together completely snap. Within seconds, the clouds burst open, and that is it for me. Scrambling to grab my bags and rush under cover, I conclude that now there was absolutely no way things could get any worse than this. Rock bottom meets Nikita Da Silva.
I love it. How is that
Like-
not a fantastic chapter? Like, here I am, goosebumps and all. It's, and this is the second time I've heard it. Well,
Yeah.
slash read, I've heard it.
Yeah, this is the first time you're actually hearing it out loud, and it's different.
And I'm very glad you're reading it because you nailed it.
Yeah, like also like when you got to like the Portuguese part, I was like,
I would not have. I forgot that there was actually Portuguese in there. So
did I for a second. I was like, oh shit.
but I'm so glad you. I mean, if you could tell us next time what the words actually mean, well,
I could
Yeah.
probably with some of them there.
I know the thanks man or
Deduction.
means thanks.
Thanks, man, most probably. Bless
No,
you.
I can't.
She calls
I think
him
it means
Mono.
brother.
Brother.
I think it means brother.
The one part meant flooded with a question mark, which is that FADO,
Yeah.
because that was a
Fado.
connection. Yeah, when she said my apartment is flooded, and his response was flooded.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think. I'm
We think
assuming.
we don't know.
Yes, I'm not allowed reading the back now.
I mean, you can if you really want to.
And what is a duology?
It just means that there's 2 books. So
No.
trilogy is 3 books.
No. I said how do you say it? So we're not saying what is it.
Oh.
How do I say it?
Yeah,
Because
so
I said it
she's-
wrong earlier.
So Dominic
Duology.
Wolf is busy
Duology.
with the 2nd book, to my knowledge.
Yeah, but it's about her brother.
it's the brother's point of view and stuff.
So it's Jay.
It's real.
Yeah, and it's real, so it's very easy to relate to the character.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Yeah.
By the way, this is a signed copy.
I know. I was gonna say that,
Pretty
but then
impressed with life. Like, if anyone wants to see my signed copy, sorry.
again. There you go. That was chapter 1 of Dominique Wolf.
And that's it for Cafe Conversations today. Bye.
Bye.